top stories. Aika rabbit rearing project and workshop launched. Upgrades planned for the St. Kitts Eco Park, and inclement weather follows passage of tropical wave. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by. In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by your side. Now that life has thrown us a curveball, we are still here. And as we navigate this difficult period, the SKCCU will continue to be there for you and your family to help you through. Prioritizing proper hygiene.
Best Way Pharmacy, conveniently located in the Caribbean Cinemas building. We provide easy parking, a private consultation room, and service with a smile. We open Mondays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call us on 466-4480.
Commemorate World Food Day 2020, the Department of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, AICA, launched the AICA Rabbit Rearing Project and Workshop in a ceremony at the Department of Agriculture's conference room on Tuesday. Representative of the AICA delegation in St. Kitts and Nevis, Sharon Jones, explained how this initiative came about.
The Director General of ICA approached the Caribbean member nations to offer assistance. The Department of Agriculture in St. Kitts responded to that offer and was interested in reducing the burden of food nutrition at the household level. They identified the importance of growing a local source of animal protein that will sustain the population. With all the discussion, they came up with rabbit rearing.
She said that not only is rabbit meat healthy, it can also be a viable source of income.
Rabbit meat is also a very healthy and nutritious meal, low in cholesterol, low in fat, and I am told on the St. Martin and French countries, 1 pound of meat sells at US $25. So it is a very good initiative to go on in terms of an industry. So with this start, I hope each and every one of us considers it not just as a way of supplementing our food, but also investing in it as a start to a very viable venture.
Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources, Honorable Alexis Jeffers, said that post-COVID-19 we should be able to sustain ourselves through initiatives such as the Rabbit Rearing Project.
This particular project that is being launched today is one such lessons that we can certainly learn from in terms of implementing it, so that in the next 6 months and beyond, at whatever stage we're at, I'm hoping that we're at a point where we can say that on the 13th day of October, we launched this project and we're able to reap some semblance of a harvest in a few months or in a few years.
He added that children can also get involved in rabbit rearing as a means of assisting with the provision of food to the household. Following the minister's remarks, a presentation was done on the introduction of rabbit production by Livestock Production Officer Jeffrey Berry. The Ministries of Tourism and Agriculture are preparing to roll out a multi-layered comprehensive marketing plan that will ensure that the St. Kitts Eco Park is on every tour itinerary. In January 2019, the Eco Park was officially handed over to the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis and is now being co-managed by the Ministries of Agriculture and Tourism. Minister of Tourism, Honorable Lindsay Grant, said in efforts to maintain the venue and advance the journey to establishing it as a premier tourism product and as an attractive location for events, the ministries have been able to accomplish quite a bit. He spoke of plans that are being put in place to upgrade the park.
We've expanded and more diverse fruit and flower production. The restaurant with the lower and upper outdoor decks is about 85% complete, and the children's recreational area with swings, monkey bars and slides will also be located close by. We are in the very early stages of constructing exhibits that deliver up-close, immersive experiences for our guests. That is, space has been cleared for an enclosed butterfly sanctuary, a see-through fiberglass fish tanks, and other animal enclosures for feeding and petting will follow shortly.
Minister Grant said plans are also in place to ensure visitors are made aware of what is taking place in the Federation.
Tours will be designed to tell our stories of food security, self-sufficiency and resilience, long before there were buzzwords. The designs for the replica 3D sugarcane field exhibits are close to completion. The layout for 8 to 10 retail outlets for the sale of arts, the sale of crafts and services such as photography and videography is also being finalized.
Minister Grant noted that the St. Kitts Eco Park is a tangible expression of the generosity of the government and people of the Republic of China Taiwan and the two nations' enduring friendship, mutual commitment and support. Extremely stormy conditions affected the Twin Island Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis on Tuesday, October 13th, following the passage of a tropical wave. The weather system produced heavy rainfall that caused flooding in low-lying areas, as well as lightning and rumbling thunderstorms. There were several reports made by drivers and passers-by of continuous flooding in College Street Gut. The weather began deteriorating late Monday and continued overnight into the early morning, gradually increasing cloudiness throughout Tuesday. The St. Kitts Met Services earlier released a statement saying, quote, "We are closely monitoring an area of low pressure in the mid-Atlantic as it is expected to approach the island chain mid to late this week." And in other national news, Prime Minister of Malaysia, His Excellency Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, has expressed his commitment to work closer with St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, and his government to bring our ties to greater heights. The sentiment was expressed in a recent letter written to Prime Minister Harris, in which the Malaysian leader extended best wishes to the Twin Island Federation on the occasion of its 37 years of nationhood. Prime Minister Muhyiddin said the current global challenge posed by the coronavirus requires a unified effort by all countries. While expressing highest consideration in the letter, he said, quote, "The challenge of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic requires every nation, including Malaysia and the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, to increase cooperation so as to effectively address this pandemic." His Excellency Muhyiddin is the 8th Prime Minister of the country. He assumed office on March 1st, 2020. After the break, Ministry of Agriculture to further enhance livestock farming and agricultural sector and 2020 World Food Day activities to be discussed on Wednesday's edition of Working for You. Stay with us.
We're leaving here without this, okay? Now?
Oh, you mean?
Well, yes, I hear looking for something like me, sleek, smooth, and cute.
You mean rough, bend up, and mash up?
You don't start, you know.
This Celtos has everything you're looking for. Smooth, sleek, and looking like you the Empress.
Hey, I know you just come out, but I right here still, eh?
You gonna hook us up with the discount hour? Oh, you mean?
Flow app in just 3 easy steps. First, I downloaded the free app from the App Store. Then, I opened the app and logged in with my Flow ID. I activated my Flow ID earlier for free at flowid.co. I clicked on the account number and watched the magic begin. All my bills and the info right there at my fingertips. Just confirm the payment amount, then card details, and that's it. No trips to town, no long lines, and no hassle. Flow is keeping me connected.
Bring white up rum, till white up done. Bring more white up rum, about done. What you talking about done? Everybody say, bring it, hey, bring the white up rum, bring it, hey, bring the white up rum. This rum is one for the party. This rum is king everybody. Bring it, hey, bring the white up rum. White oak, when it pours, you ring.
Showtime shopping quarters. We got all the things you want. So many ways to shop. You can pick up curbside. It's Showtime shopping quarters. All the appliances, electronics, and furniture you like. Showtime. Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Welcome back. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis is committed to further enhancing the agricultural sector with increased developments in the Federation's livestock farming. This was highlighted by Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Alexis Jeffers, during his World Food Day message on October 10th. He said, quote, "We, the Ministry of Agriculture, are committed to supporting all livestock farmers by imparting practical, demonstrative, and interactive knowledge and hands-on training and effective and sustainable extension services to farmers." He added, "Our renewed mission is to manage, disseminate, and demonstrate knowledge among livestock farmers to improve livestock farm productivity and to provide farmers with greater access to appropriate services and inputs." The minister also stated that the establishment of the Bayford's Livestock Center of Excellence will aid in the improvements of the livestock community. World Food Day is observed on October 16th. This year's theme is Grow, Nourish, Sustain. Together, our interactions are our future. The boost in the agricultural sector, along with the 2020 World Food Day theme of activities, will be the topics of discussion on Wednesday, October 14th, on Working for You on ZIZ Radio. Representatives from the Department of Agriculture and the Ministry of Health will be present to discuss the topic Grow, Nourish, Sustain. Together our actions are our future. The special guests are nutritionist in the Ministry of Health, Latoya Duncan, manager of the Bastia and Oldwood Fisheries Complexes, Glynis Wilkes, and Crops Program Leader in the Department of Agriculture, Ian Chapman. Working for You is carried live every Wednesday on ZIZ and other participating radio stations from 1:30 to 3 p.m. The program is also streamed live on the SKNIS Facebook page. The St. Kitts National Youth Parliament Association, SCANIPA, will be hosting its inaugural Youth Forum on Thursday, 15th October 2020, as a part of their 19th anniversary celebrations. Topics to be discussed during the event are education, entrepreneurship, sports, spiritual advancement, the creative industry, and civic responsibility. Presentations will be delivered by several speakers, including well-known photographer Jonathan Brown, President of the St. Kitts and Nevis Athletics Association, Delwayne Delaney, entrepreneur Desi Brown, representative for constituency number 1, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, and many others. The forum will be held at the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions Conference Center in Fort Lands, Bastia, and is scheduled to run from 6 to 8:30 p.m. It will be held under the theme Igniting the Flame, Building a Youth Today for a Whole Tomorrow. And finally, on the local scene, 2 hotel properties in St. Kitts and Nevis have been nominated for the 2020 World Travel Awards. The nominations were announced by the Ministry of Tourism's Faces of Tourism Facebook page. St. Kitts Marriott Resort and Royal Beach Casino has been nominated for World's Leading Beach and Casino Resort. Four Seasons Resort Nevis has been nominated for world's leading luxury sports and villa resort. The Post said the ministry is proud to have two leading properties here in St. Kitts and Nevis nominated for the awards, and encouraged everyone to take a moment to register and vote for each property in their respective categories. Voting for the hotels can be done on www.worldtravel.com. It closes on October 25th. Coming up in regional news, Antigua prepares to collapse Liet if it does not emerge as a lean entity. The details when we come back.
Stop fighting him. I just poison him. Debbie, you don't think this chicken is a little bit too tender?
What you say? What you think is not what telling the stove and fixing your grateful self?
I can't take this anymore. Let me go house first, go get yourself a new stove. Alright? Let's go.
Yeah, that one.
Hey, mi amigo! I see you back to get the stove, eh? That chicken is no cook. I don't care what it was say. I know my hand sweets. You get the brand new stove and you get free groceries.
Miss, come set up this one here for me, boy. You look like something I kept.
Showtime shopping quarters. We got all the things you want. So many ways to shop. You can pick up curbside. It's Showtime shopping quarters. All the appliances, electronics, and furniture you like. Showtime. Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. The Antigua and Barbuda government says it is prepared to collapse the regional airline Liet if it does not emerge as a new and lean entity as part of the regional reorganizational plans for the cash-strapped airline. Speaking on his private radio station over the weekend and right-sized Liet, then clearly we will have a problem. Last week, the Information Minister, Melford Nicholas, said the financially strapped regional airline Liet, which is undergoing a restructuring program, is likely to return to the skies in November 2020. Coming up, WHO warns that herd immunity is not an option as cases continue to spike. International news is next.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Bring white up rum, till white up done. Bring more white up rum, about done. What you talking about done? Everybody say, bring it, hey. Bring the white up rum, bring it, hey. Bring the white up rum. This rum is one for the party. This rum is king everybody. Bring it, hey. Bring the white up rum. White oak, when it pours, you ring.
For this year 2020, we at Smart Electronics have the perfect vision so we can see clearly what you want and what you need. So we go the extra mile to provide you, our valued customers, with special deals, incomparable prices, and the lowest prices in the entire federation on all gadgets and electronics store-wide.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yes, you heard right. All gadgets and electronics store-wide. We have cell phones, laptop computers, Bluetooth speakers, smart TVs, washing machines, refrigerators, toaster ovens, blenders, juice extractors, phone accessories, and much more. So no need to go to St. Martin anymore. We have everything you need right here in St. Kitts. And remember, we only have one store and we're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court. Telephone 466-4271. Smart Electronics, way to live a smart life. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Welcome back. The WHO Director General addressed the idea of allowing coronavirus to spread through populations to achieve herd immunity, calling it scientifically and ethically problematic. More in this Euronews report.
As a second COVID-19 wave gathers pace across much of Europe, the World Health Organization has warned against letting the virus run free to produce herd immunity. Lockdown fatigue among the young who are rarely badly hit by COVID has some thinking, let the pandemic run its course. Not so the WHO.
Never in the history of public health has herd immunity been used as a strategy for responding to an outbreak, let alone a pandemic. It's scientifically and ethically problematic.
France is sticking firmly to its policy of protecting the elderly and vulnerable. The Prime Minister has called on people to limit gatherings in their homes, saying the country's recent surge in new infections was placing the hospital system under increasing strain. 2 more cities, Toulouse and Montpellier, are on maximum alert, bringing the total to 9. Moscow's mayor has said this could be a decisive week in the capital's fight against the virus. Russia's coronavirus infections have hit a new record for a 24-hour period, with authorities reporting over 13,000 new confirmed cases, in the highest daily spike since the beginning of the pandemic.
Measures are being taken. They're very serious. You can see we're all wearing masks. And as a teacher, I work remotely.
The authorities are insisting that a Russia-produced vaccine should be ready for a mass rollout in the coming months. Meanwhile, the Czech Republic has ordered the immediate closure of all schools, bars and restaurants until November the 3rd. Initially one of the most successful countries in containing the pandemic, it's now recorded almost 500 infections per 100,000 inhabitants in the last 2 weeks, ahead of Belgium and Spain. Evelyn Laverick, Euronews.
Up next in sports, we have an update on the SKNFA Premier League matches and NFL scrambles in battle against COVID-19. Stay with us.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. To keep away the flu, there is one thing we must do. Wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands.
To avoid getting the coronavirus, remember to wash your hands thoroughly and frequently before and after preparing food, after using the toilet or changing a diaper for a baby, sick person, or the elderly, after blowing your nose, and after leaving glassware, etc. with others. Viruses can linger on these items and may be transferred this way. Avoid shaking and holding hands, and hugging or keeping an infected person in close proximity. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and the National Emergency Management Agency.
Welcome back. The SKNFA Premier League continued on Monday with a demolition job from Rams Village Superstars and Connery picking up their first win since the restart. Here are the details.
After suffering two back-to-back defeats, Sol Allen Auto Supply's Connery FC flew past St. Peter's FC 2-0 in the SKNFA Premier League action at the Warner Park on Monday night. Scoring for Connery, Dakari Phipps in the 30th minute and Kadeen Lewis scoring a screamer in the 79th minute. St. Peter's played the match mostly with 10 men after Kareem Harris was sent off in the 36th minute with a straight red card after he was deemed to have deliberately handled the ball during a fast break by Connery's striker Errol O'Loughlin. Al Edwards, Essington Watts and Al Richards brought the action live during the broadcast of that match, brought to you by SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio in collaboration with the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association.
He's able to recover, then gives it to Lewis, Kadeem Lewis, looking to go forward, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, spreads it off to Howe, Howe spreads it over to Keynes, Dakari Phipps is in the back of the net. Good football from Connery. St. Peter's players standing on, asking for an offside. It's not there.
Yes, they're accustomed to this intricate interplay inside the box. The Connery is very good at that, very skillful of those nice passes.
The New England Patriots training facility was shut down for the third time in 10 days after another player tested positive for COVID-19. More in this ABC News report.
Tonight, the NFL scrambling in the battle against COVID-19. The New England Patriots training facility shut down for the third time in just 10 days after another player tested positive. Monday night's matchup against the Broncos postponed.
Bill Belichick, the Patriots coach, said he's going hour by hour, day by day. That's really the way the NFL and the NFL Players Association took this.
The Patriots already forced to push back the game last week, with star quarterback Cam Newton among those contracting the virus. Other teams also in flux. The gates at the Tennessee Titans facility locked again, less than 24 hours after reopening following a coach's positive test. Tuesday's game against the Buffalo Bills still on for now. The league now sending a warning to coaches for not wearing masks. Failure to comply could result in 15-yard penalties. Earlier in the season, 4 coaches were hit with $100,000 fines.
That should send a strong signal to these coaches that enough is enough.
These COVID cases a true setback for some teams. Just 5 weeks into the season, the league forced to reschedule roughly 15 games already.
And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Everybody beware, and you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere.
Make a list of emergency food supplies you would need to buy if a hurricane threatens. Do not pack your refrigerator or freezer with lots of perishable food. Stock up on food that does not require cooking or refrigeration. Don't forget special food for babies and diabetics. Also, necessities such as laundry detergent, toilet paper and sanitary napkins, toothpaste and soap.
Everybody beware, you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere. Everybody beware, you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime.
And we're wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. Aika Rabbit Rearing Project and Workshop launched. Upgrades planned for the St. Kitts Eco Park, and inclement weather follows passage of tropical wave. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Berridge. Goodbye.